Hello, welcome to Crafting Unedited. My name is Sierra and I am the owner, designer, creator, everything craftily and Crafting Unedited. Today I'm going to show you how to turn a boring mug or tumbler or whatever you want to call it, in my case water bottle, into something fabulous. A little more unique, I guess. And what I'm going to use today is I've already cut out my image. I'm going to use this holographic peacock. I decided to skip the first parts of this process for the sake of time on video because weeding and printing something so detailed takes quite a while. It takes about probably 10 minutes to get the image that I want and then to get it through the cut. And then using the holographic vinyl, it's a bit thicker, so I run it through twice. And then weeding it just took me about half an hour. So all of that on a video would take a bit too long. But the process is you find your image in Design Space, you figure out what you want, and then you cut it. That part's pretty simple, and if you're not sure on it, there are a ton of other videos that I've done that have that part in there. Anyways, so moving on. You have a water bottle. You have your vinyl cut image. You can also buy these pre-cut, just so you know. So you don't have to go through the process, or if you don't have a cutting machine. I also sell them, so if you want to get one, I'm more than happy to provide you with one. Anyways, so you have your image, you have your water bottle or cup or tumbler, whatever you want to use. You're going to need some transfer tape. This is not, it might be big enough. I used one of my scraps, but what I use is contact paper. It is cheaper and it works very, very, very well. It's not overly sticky to the point where your image is sticking to this and not your product, but it's also not sticky enough. Yes. So contact paper. You'll want a scraping tool. I use this to kind of seal, you'll see in the process, my image to the contact paper and then onto the tumbler. You'll need some basic rubbing alcohol and a paper towel. And what I did already was I put some rubbing alcohol on the paper towel. And what you're going to use the paper towel for is to clean off any residue that might be on your tumbler. I already did this once, but I like to make sure that there's no like oil or anything left over because that will make it not stick. So you just give it a good wiping and then you let it air dry for a minute. While that is air drying, what you're going to do with this is you're going to take your contact paper and remove it from its backing, hoping that this is big enough. I preemptively cut it like weeks ago. And you're going to, it's not big enough. We got a couple of little feathers missing off, but that's okay because what I'll do is I always save my extra little pieces. So what I'll do is I will cut an extra little piece and all will be golden. I am a budgeter. I save all of my scraps, like literally, even my what do you call it, the cardstock. If there's a little square left, I'm gonna use it. I will find a use for it. I don't like to see things go to waste, especially paper, you know, the environment and all of that. So I've got my contact paper. What I did was I put my image on my sticky mat so that it sticks down a little bit easier, and then when I pull off the contact paper, it comes off very smoothly. So I've got my image on it, and then I've got the contact paper on top of the image. You can't really see it, but it goes right above and right along. It was like almost the perfect size. So then I'm going to take my scraping tool and just go over it, making sure that I get all my nooks and crannies pretty well on there. And then you're just going to peel it. Oh. Okay, it didn't work. So what I do is if it doesn't come off in the first pull, see, it's not coming off. It's sticking to the backing still, is I flip it over onto my mat and I press it down and then go over it with a scraping tool a little more. This does happen sometimes with different types of vinyl. I know glitter vinyl is a major pain in the butt to get off of the backing sometimes. There's certain brands that do it as well. But so you just kind of scrape over it a little bit and then pull. And as you're pulling, you want to, I'll show you from here. You want to push down so that it kind of creates a bend as you pull this way. Woo! Got a straggler here. Gotta put him back on. One of my little insides of the, I call them eyes, feathers. The peacock eyes on their feathers popped out. Alright, and then we just pull. I'm being a little slow on this one because I don't want any more of those feathers to pop up. But if you don't have too much of an intricate design, this process is really quick. But because I've got all these little tiny pieces, I've got to go a bit slower. I originally had the bright idea to try to do a mandala for this. I very quickly learned that peacock mandalas are not fun to weed, nor cut. So I didn't want to do anything that insane just yet. They're gorgeous creatures, and that's why they are everything in my my business, my logo, all of my videos, and now my water bottle. Alright, so we've got it pulled off of the backing, and then we're just going to gently, very gently, pull it off of your mat here. Oop. Forgot about my little straggler piece back here. There we go. I know I made this sound way easier than it looks, right? But it is a lot easier than it looks. I just chose to do it the difficult way. So now we have the image, the peacock, holographic peacock on the backing. What you're going to do is you're going to take your water bottle, and I don't want it on the same side as this logo. Well, maybe I do. Depends on the size, like the height of where my peacock ends. And I like to stick whatever I'm using on my mat just so that it doesn't go toppling over on me. Yeah, that won't work. So I'm going to turn it around. And I actually like to lay, it's easier for me to lay it down. And then if you put it on your mat, it doesn't go rolling side to side on you. And then when you press this onto your mug, cup, tumbler, whatever you're doing, you're going to want to start from the middle, so bend it like this, and then roll it out. If you have words, same thing. Start from the middle and flatten it out. So we are going to just Once you touch the vinyl onto the product, there's no turning back. There's no give backs. It's stuck. It is where it's at, and that's that. And then you're just going to kind of scrape over it with your hand or just rub over it. I like to do this to create some friction or some warmth so that the glue on the back of the vinyl adheres really, really well. Now this is not the dishwasher safe version of this, and I actually have no idea if this is going to stick or not because it is a powder coated tumbler, but we will see. Trial and error. This is all what crafting is all about, right? So you see we've got it on here now, and I actually love the way that the colors look together. And you just want to make sure that there's no air bubbles. You can take your scraping tool, kind of go over it with that. Alrighty, and then when it's all done, the little head feathers don't want to stick right there. It is kind of on the curve. I should have gone down a little bit more, but that's okay. So, see, just pressing down, and then you're going to, yep, it's stuck. Sweet. And you're just going to pull off gently and slowly. See, on the curves, you got to go back over it with your fingers after you pull off because it doesn't go down all the way. Slowly. My son would say this is very satisfying to peel it off. But you see how it's coming off. You don't want to just rip it off because if one of your pieces aren't stuck to your cup, it's going to come off on your contact paper, and then you have to figure out how to place it manually. And trust me, that's not always fun. See? Like that, actually. So you can see, kind of trying to show you where it might lift up on in some cases. But now that I'm trying to show you, it's not going to happen. Isn't that how Murphy's Law works? When you want something to happen, it doesn't happen, and then when you don't want it to happen, that's when it really happens. See? Just like that. You see how there's some like featherage popping up? So we just backtrack our steps a little bit. I kind of expected that because that's where the other little extra piece is. So we just kind of go back and then we slow down. Slow, slow, slow. And voila. And then what I do is I just go over it with my hand. And I am obsessed with the way this turned out. This holographic vinyl is amazing. I actually do not remember where I got it from. It is not Cricut though. How cool it is. And there you have it. This should stick for quite a while. It is not permanent. I can tell you that much, and it is definitely not dishwasher safe. So I would not go throw in one of the, I wouldn't put this in the dishwasher anyway, which is why I chose the vinyl that I did. Just simply rinse out and, you know, you can use a little bottle scrubber if you need to. No need to go using the dishwasher on it. But there you have it, folks. Peacock on water tumbler. So that is the process to put an image on a water bottle to create something fun and unique for you. So if you like videos like this, showing you how to make things unique, or, you know, just crafting in general, follow me on Facebook and YouTube. You can just subscribe down in the corner and hit the bell. When you hit that bell, that means that you're going to be notified the next time that I upload a video. Kind of gives you the heads up that, hey, one of your subscribing people posted something new and fun. Alright, so until next time, see you later.